All right, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Got my first panelist, or got my first viewer in here, Mr. Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. How you doing, brother? Good evening, Jenny, if you are listening. If you are not, well, good evening anyway. Also, hi to Ian and Sir Macus, Atticus, Cracus, Smackus, Wackus. Hope everyone is doing well this week, or this weekend, I should say. A few bits and bobs to discuss tonight about the challenge. Apparently, my plants have decided to copy somebody else and be funny. So I have that little tale to regale you with. That'll be a funny one, or interesting one, I should say. Wasn't expecting the outcome of that, but it is what it is, and that's what happened. I half expected it. Good evening, Grace. How's it going? Man, oh my chat icons look. Everything's all tiny in chat over here. StreamYard did another update, so everything was all weird when I got in here. So now. Ooh, never mind. Gotta figure out how to adjust my. Ooh, what is this? Oh, there we go. Haha, I know what the problem was. Oh, my not tap lines. All right, there we go. Need to go get that shoulder looked at before you have to go get arms. Before you have to go get a freaking shoulder surgery done. My Zoom for some reason was at 90%, so all my lettering on here on the side chat was like hecka tiny. So I put it back at 100, and now everything's normal. Looks fine. Still got the standard StreamYard duck in the corner. That's good. I might change that to a different color one of these days. Pain reliever. They can at least get you some pain relievers. Or some better pain relievers. Or walk around with crutches for a few days. Is that baby tacos? Buffalo titties? Badger teeth? Badger toes? Monday. This Monday or next? Well, obviously, like 2 days from now, so like the first. And yes, this part, yeah, I know everyone sees it. Trust me, it's driving me nuts too. This side's fine. It actually likes to slick back. This side just wants to hang over like a freaking awning, which bugs the crap out of me. I can't get it to stay back no matter what I do. But it's almost long enough to where it can start intermingling with the longer hairs and start holding back. Oh yeah, tomorrow that would be the first. Forgot what day it was. Also forgot today had 31 days, or this month had 31 days. So, I got no idea where everybody's at. I figured Jason won't be here. Molly might show up, but that's, up to her. Jason, I know he's posting his mom and dad, I believe. So he may or may not show up, depending. If we see CR, we see CR. CCR. Credence Clearwater Revival. CCR. But anyways, may or may not get Matt. I have a funny story that is related to something that he did about 2 weeks ago. Yes, he was live. Bill, I was there, remember? He was live. For some reason, he was live at midnight till like almost 1 a.m. Completely in the dark. talking about his keys and some other stuff. Oh yeah, because you were probably asleep, sleeping. I'm a night owl. Oh, so Bill, you got a case of CRS as well? Sorry, my face looks all greasy as hell. Oh, there we go. Bill was half awake and chatting up the chat like a chatty chatter chat. I just happened to catch it. I was just there, and all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, CR's live. I guess I'll watch that." After I watched a couple of update videos from some people, I just looked at that thing. Was it that mystery squash, or is it one Jason sent you? Good evening, Cecilia. How's it going? What is my phone doing? It's like freaking the heck out. Yeah, I don't know. I could not tell you, Bill. You're the one. You and Sharon are the ones that planted all those seeds this season before, be at the beginning of the season or beginning of last season or whatever. Just the fact that it managed to survive under that one spot in the garden only because of the shade on the mulch covering. Other than that, I got no idea what it is. Sorry, I got sidetracked. All right. Harbor Freight's doing another sale. Harbor Freight always has sales. All right, I'm gonna turn this darn thing off. Ooh, back to basics. And he's doing stuff. So I don't know who else saw it this morning. Sorry, my brain is. I'm a little out of it right now. I am worn out, to be honest. Bill sent me an ETH maileth. Give me 1 second, folks. Seeing what Mr. Bill sent me. You bastard. That's not what I meant to do. Can you just give me my freaking mail? Instead of being rich, stupid. Bill sent me some. You sure that's a squash and not a pumpkin? Wait a minute, hold on a second. That looks more like a pumpkin than a squash. Let me see if my phone can figure out what it is. Zoom in, stupid thing. How do I zoom in? Well, let me zoom in. Let just me see if my Google Lens can figure it out. Pretty sure this damn thing's going to tell me it's a pumpkin. God, will you stop being slow? So, based on images, according to overview, a Jardale pumpkin or similar blue-green heirloom varieties like the Queensland Blue. So, that's what it's showing me, according to imagery here. They are known for having a heavily ribbed or structured skin. Color profile, these pumpkins typically feature a distinct bluish-green color rather than orange. And it says harvesting is to determine if they are ready to harvest. Check if the rind is hard and resistant to being dented by a fingernail. But yeah, so according to what I have on information, it is a Queensland blue pumpkin. Yep. Or it's a Marina di Chioggia, but it's looking, to be honest, even when I looked at it, I thought it was a pumpkin. So that might be a mystery pumpkin. Or it might be a Marina di Chioggia squash. That's going to be an interesting one. Well, just see how big that sucker gets and go from there. So that's all the information I can give you based on the two pictures that you've sent me. It's either a pumpkin or a squash. But the problem is all the leaves on these plants all look exactly the same. They all have that fuzzy, jagged, triangular leaf pattern. Dang, I got like 700 emails I haven't read this month. Oh man, sorry folks, I didn't realize my yeah, I got no idea, man. I could not tell you on that. I don't think I've not seen a squash like that. That's 1 month old. Totally a squash. Yeah, no, I've gotten it. It looks like a blue rind pumpkin, but again, like I said, I don't grow a lot of squashes like you guys do on the property, so I have no idea what it could be. You might be better off asking either Annie from Back to Basics or Chris and Steph from damn, I forgot their channel name. Beans. I forgot Steph and Chris's channel name. Damn it. Loves chicken doo-doo. Ah, gotcha. Damn, everyone's trying to send me stuff today. That's still, even at a basketball, that's a pretty good sized squash. No, the camera I use is a Logitech. What is it? I think this was the Logitech 760. Or, oops, sorry, didn't mean to close the lid on you guys. Trying to see if I have the thing on your note. No, I don't remember. There's a Logitech something or other. I think it was a Logitech 760 or something like that. But yeah, it's got the camera. Mine at least came with the cover screen. That's this little black doohickey you can see right here. It actually just snaps onto the front of the camera, so I can close my lens without having that thing constantly on, or even if someone tries to spy on me, they can't. I also have a dark sticker on my camera on my laptop too, because that came with one. But yeah, I put it. First thing I did when I got this was I put a sticker on top of it. But yeah, I think I paid like $60 for this web camera. It's decent. Hey, Matt, how's it going? I got a funny story for you. You're going to get a kick out of this. But give me a second. My hair is bugging me. I can still talk and do this at the same time. I don't know why I got all silent and doing this. By the way, anybody, if you got a wrench and you see trolls, get rid of them, because I ain't got time to deal with them stupid morons tonight. So yeah, mine's basically just a USB camera there, Bill, and then I got it on a cheap like Walmart tripod. Works pretty decent on days when it wants to work and not be all weird. Yeah, I use the sorry. You know what? Hold on, let me tell you exactly what this thing is. Oops, wrong button. Sorry, this is the HD Pro Webcam C920. Sorry. So this is the HD Pro Webcam C920. So I'm assuming the C stands for camera, which is dumb because that's HD Pro Webcam Camera 920. Either that or the pixels on this thing is 920. Which is weird because it does say it's a 1080p HD camera, so I don't know. But yes, I do use the built-in mic on this one because the microphone on this damn thing is stupid sensitive. Who's Chris? There's no it's a manual autofocus. It's like most of your like digital cameras. Sometimes they autofocus, sometimes it doesn't. I've also had this camera for shit like 8 years now. When my other one petered out on me. I mean, it's got good video quality when it's working. Just sometimes this thing just wants to be funny. But sometimes just turning it off, turning it back on, resets it, and it kind of goes pretty good. Well, like I said, I've had this thing for a while. It's an old webcam. I do need to get another one, but nah, I'm not paying $10. That would probably fall apart on me. If anything, I'll probably get about 100, like probably upwards of a $200 camera at some point when I get to. Yeah, I was about to say, man, I don't know who the hell Chris is. I know a Chris. I used to work with him at GameStop, but he don't come on here. Dollar General has buckets now. Well, yours might. Mine might not. Plus, I don't think I'm going to make it because I usually do my videos on Thursdays when I have my days off. And unfortunately, Thursday is on the 5th or the 4th. 4th? What the hell day is the 5th? What the hell day is Thursday? Yeah, that would be the 4th. Because Monday's the 1st. Yeah, it would be the 4th. Possibly. That might be a good one for you there, Bill, if it runs with your, as long as it's compatible with your computer. Mine was literally just plug and play. I just plug it in and computer automatically registered it as a webcam, and all I had to do was click on 2 buttons and it was good to go. But yeah, so sat weird and pinched. So back to the funny story I got for you, Matt. So you remember how you filmed your update video on your damn peppers or your tomatoes, and literally the next day them little shits popped up? My fucking tomatoes did the exact same thing on me. I did the update video on Thursday. I went out there Friday afternoon after I got off of work, and like 6 of them popped up, or like 3 or 4 of them had popped up. I was like, you little stinker. Well, I'm pretty sure mine had image stabilization. That's why it's not. It's just sometimes the in-out focus gets weird, like it like gets confused. So I mean, for the most part, normally it doesn't have any issues. It's just sometimes when I lean a certain way or do something weird, my camera does not like it. And I really got to get this damn thing covered again. See, like when I just did that and it tried to defocus. Oh, okay, interesting. So yeah, so I figured I would hold on to that one, Matt, because you and me have the same exact problem. So I thought I figured I had to share that story with you because, yeah, that bugged me. And I still have nothing in my hot peppers. Not a thing has popped up in that bucket. So week 4, tomatoes popped up. Week 4, I still have not gotten any hot peppers. Although I did throw a little bit of dirt on top of them. Again, I put a little bit of water on them, and then I just covered them with a plastic bag yesterday. I got bored. I got really mad and infuriated. I'm upset. So I took one of my old empty, well, not old one, but empty soil bags, cut the bottom off of it, and I just shoved it on top of the planter or the bucket. So I'm going to turn the bucket into like a little mini greenhouse. Ooh, no, don't give them any more water. No more water for the tomatoes there, Bill. You're overwatering them. Put a tarp over your tomatoes. Cover them with a bag. Drag them inside. I have 2 cayenne peppers, and they're actually doing pretty good after transplanting into the containers that they're currently in. I have not had to water them, but we also got a good rainstorm not too long ago, so that kind of resaturated all my pots. So at this moment in time, they are very heavily wet, and I don't water them at all. I probably won't water those for another 2 weeks, and they're in 8-inch pots. 8 or 10-inch pots. I think they're in 8 or, hey, I don't know. I'd go out there and measure, but that would require me getting up, walking out there, measuring, coming back in, and letting you know. Maybe I gotta just get. I'll get a little piece of duct tape or something. I'll put a little note on there and just be like, stick it on there, and be like 8-inch pot, hot peppers. For me, like 8 is mass production. 8 to 10 is mass production for me, but that also depends on what I'm trying to grow. I currently have 2 mystery peppers growing in one of my planters, and I'm almost 100% positive they were bell peppers or jalapenos. Because, yeah, it was a planter originally designated and pre-started for a citrus plant. I filled one of them with the citrus plant this season because I have one that was actually doing really good, so I plopped it in there. And then I have the other one, which was, again, prepped and ready for the citrus plant. But then I saw those things pop up, and I was all, well, I'm just going to leave them. Because I figured if a third one happens to germinate in the on the other side of it, it would be perfect because then they're in it's a clustering of 3 in a 14-inch pot, so it would be like a perfect triangle. However, I still have yet to get a third one in there, and because I'm still not 100% sure whether or not it's a bell pepper or a jalapeno plant, I'm just going to leave them. If I got 2 of them in there, that's fine. I don't really need much more than that because for some reason, I don't get the massive jalapenos like you find in the stores. I get little ones that are usually 2-3 inches. Hey, there's CR. See, we see CR. We do get to see CR. But I figure once I get those established, my pepper plants, at least my jalapeno plants, they just go crazy and give me jalapenos like nobody's business. Okay. See you in a bit, Bill. I need to get a little bit of water in this. Unfortunately, I do have to get up. I put way too much powder in here, so it's like really, really strong. Bam. And that, gentlemen and ladies, is how you keep your beer cold without a refrigerator. Wrong way. I just shoved it right there. That's the top of my beer can. Stuck it right on the refrigerator, on the air conditioner. So, yeah, so anyways, as the title of the thing says, we are still talking about garden challenge. So this is the 5-gallon bucket challenge, as always. We'll be doing these for a while. Myself, Colin, Jason, Matt, Shawnee. Kind of curious to see how her garden bucket's going to work out. And Colin is back with coffee. Oh, I did eat today, but I'm only going to have like 1 beer. Also have a bunch of snacks back here, so because I know somebody's going to ask me what I ate today, and it was congealed cow titty discharge. Sorry, coagulated cow titty discharge. Nice. God damn it. Forgot I was supposed to do that. Why does everybody want to send me stuff when I'm live? Gotta focus more on this than the actual live. Oh, nachos. Oh yeah, that clone's getting big. Oh, you got one of those self-watering pots. Nice. Potato plant going good. A couple of peppers and some weeds. And then the actual potato. And then the other pepper plant, or the other tomato plant. Looking good. Looking good. Nice. Yeah, Ian's potatoes getting pretty big. And the one you actually planted is starting to grow pretty quick as well. Bill, are you still getting it? Are you still getting rain? Hope none of it's purple. Yeah, I'm finally getting blooms on my reclaimed, recovered, and rehabilitated tomato plant, my beefsteak. It is growing a new stem at the bottom, which is funny. That's already got like 3 or 4 blooms on it. Plant's only like 2 foot tall, if that. Finally got new leaves on the top of it a couple of 2 weeks ago, and it is now got like 8 freaking flowers on one little spot. Oh man, I wish send some of that monsoon season down here. I need more rain. It's been too dry. We got one decent rainstorm for like 2 days, and that was it. Nice. Yep. For those of you who didn't notice or didn't know I'd get a notification or might not have, I did put out I put one short out this morning. Because I was not expecting to see that when I went and unlocked the gate this morning. Had it been on the other side of the planter, I wouldn't have seen it at all. But it just happened to be on the front side, facing east. So I was like, ooh, I got a friend. He was about 3 inches, give or take. I'm not sure if that was a hummingbird moth or just a large variety of moth. But guessing from the size, most likely it was a hummingbird moth. Although, I suppose I could actually see what kind of moth it was. Ooh, I will not be able to see what kind of moth it is because I didn't take a picture. So, whoops. I should have taken a picture. I did not. Add images. Let's see. That might have been a hummingbird hawk moth, according to this. It'd be nice if I could see one that is sitting. Yep. It was a hummingbird. Oh, a hummingbird wannabe? I guess. White line sphinx moth, perhaps? I'm going to have to actually look at that again. Shit. I saw it, but I wasn't even paying attention when I took it. I just, went. Oh, no, that's not the... Yeah, no, it's just a huge moth, honestly. I think it was just a big moth. But yeah, probably about 3, 4 inches, about 3, maybe 4 inches. This is a huge moth. I see them every once in a while. They pop up around here. Nice. That should be an interesting. Does that get to be a pretty good sized tomato? Sorry, I'm like very distracted today. I'm a little worn out. Like I said, I've been getting off of work. I was outside all day Wednesday, all day Thursday. Got home Friday, did like 3 hours of yard work out there. Nice. Nice on both accounts. Yeah, that's a good fertilizer start for a plant. Once it hits it, it's like bam, crack. Look at all this food I have to eat. What is the context of the trellis there, CR? Is that for one of the plants? Using it as a shade? What? You're killing me here. Gotta hang a few bars. No, and unfortunately, I have some unfortunate news for you, Bill. The Borlotto that did sprout kicked the bucket, and the two um, yin yang beans that popped up kicked the bucket as well. As they are officially done as of today. I don't know what happens. Don't know if they got too wet. Thankfully, I still have one of each. Um, somewhere right there. These are my two remainings, my last two. So I got one yin yang and one Borlotto. I think they're just too wet. I put them in a fairly large container, but I think I overwatered it, and I don't know. It's like the bottoms looked good, but then the tops got all wilted and then just kind of folded over, which is really odd. So I'm going to try these in a different. See, there it likes to do it randomly, and then it will or will not. See, I lean one direction and it goes. Oh yeah, my temp's well over 90 degrees. Give me 1 second here. This thing's gonna piss me off right now. Yeah, today it hit I think 98 or 99 we hit today. So I'm gonna try these last two remaining ones. Oh, they don't like the heat? If that's the case, I might have to try them in a slightly more shaded area. So these guys do not like direct sunlight. That's weird because almost every other bean that I put is in like the sun for like 12 hours and they do fine. So I guess it's going to take me a season or two to get these used to my climate. But again, I have these last two, so these are going to have to I guess I'm going to have to do special care for these just so I can get them. It's going to suck because it'll be, I guess I'm going to have to, at this point, if I don't get anything off of these, I might just have to order some. I got other spots I can plant them that get shade most of the day and then only like 4 hours of sunlight, 4 or 5 hours of sunlight. So French moisture and dry bread and a shit ton of mimes. All right. guess I'll try planting them in a different spot, see how that goes. If that doesn't work, like I said, well, that's going to suck for me. I'll just have to order some because I kind of like the look of these beans. I've had winters at 61 degrees. And the worst part is I knew I should have covered them. I felt like I needed to, but I just figured, it's a bean. It should be okay. As long as it's got enough water. I could do that. What's the range on these? What's the harvest time on there? If it's less than 80 days, that should be fine. I can plant them in like July, August. If I plant them in August, I should be okay if that's the case. I was just really hoping. Yeah, it looks like it says a pole bean for the Borloto and Ying Yang bean is a bush. All right, well, I guess I can wait till spring or fall, closer to fall, to try to plant those. Hopefully, I won't lose this batch. Again, I find it funny because, hey, there's Matt again. Hey, you know what? Matt, you feel like coming up tonight? I guess I can throw this in the chat for anybody who wishes to arrive for conversation. I am 40 minutes in. Once you get vining from under plants, use the beans behind them. Okay. And I have a very short window to grab this, folks. Do not want to deal with knobs tonight. Yeah, everything's out of my greenhouse other than like 4 pallets that I threw in there. But I'm gonna take those apart because I'm getting closer and closer to having my greenhouse where I want it, so I can start getting my chicken coop set up. And there's Mr. Colin.
How you doing?
Doing all right. Yeah. Should have told me those things needed shade before I planted them, Bill. That would have been a little bit of a helpful hint so I didn't burn the crap out of them.
I got to pop out my chat so I could see the
I wonder if I can
YouTube side better.
Fix that by covering them with shade now, but again, the tops are pretty much gone. They were doing great originally. They popped out nice and strong.
So that they got sunburnt?
I got you there, Bill.
Okay, am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
Oh, like I say, I think did they get sunburnt?
I don't know if they got sunburned or just baked.
Yeah, I know. I noticed about my. I don't know what happened just now.
Because again, I've had the last few days. It's been in like the 90s.
Yeah.
I didn't cook them. The heat index cooked them.
Okay. Got to get myself comfortable. Get my leg up. How you doing, sir?
Oh no, you got to put me up there.
He doesn't.
You mean up there?
Thank you.
Yep. He's big. He's better than me because he's taller.
We can
No, because he asked me if I wanted to come up.
Yeah, well, he said anybody who else wants to come up too. You
But
missed
he
that
asked me first.
Oh.
Because I know Colin's automatically going to come up no matter what I do.
Hey, at least I got plants this time.
Yes. So, yeah, how'd you like that one, Matt? My tomatoes did the same thing yours did the day after you filmed. It's like, oh, hey, look, there's nothing in the pot. Here's my update.
Last Monday, or Sunday I did I did an update video. Monday morning, which is the day I normally do it, some of my other tomatoes started popping out.
That's pretty cool.
So, and in the bucket that I had the yellow pear tomatoes the other evening, I should say, had this weird looking worm in there, and I'm wondering if it ate my tomato plants.
Ooh.
What
Did
kind
you
of
take a
worm
picture
was
of the
it?
worm?
I don't know what it was. Dark. I couldn't see.
Was it like a worm?
It
Or
almost
was
it
it
kind of
something else?
reminded me of a caterpillar, except for it wasn't green. It was almost a black,
It was a caterpillar species of some kind.
I think. Hey, CC.
I'm trying to think because I've seen those over here. Because that's like a standard one down here.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I'll check it tomorrow and see if I can find them. And I didn't. I see it moving. I should have grabbed it then and took a picture of it and tossed it in the koi pond and watched the fish fight over it.
Oh, dude, Bill, you got to worry about them munching your radishes too. I got them freaking caterpillars on my radishes. They decimated an entire pot full of radishes. I had like 20 radishes in there.
And on my cucumber plants, the bigger ones, I see a lot of yellow dots on the leaves.
Those might be tomato hornworms.
I've seen those before, and I didn't see any horn.
Oh no, the hornworms, the hornworms are there when you start seeing the freaking like corn cob looking droppings.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got a hornworm problem.
Little piles of green gooey
Those
stuff.
little bastards are notorious for dropping those literally what looks like a charred piece of corn cob.
Okay, they said it could be army worms, cutworms, or tomato fruit worms.
Well, like I said, it was either a dark brown or a black. And
Dark brown, kind of almost like striped.
I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't tell you if it had stripes or not.
It depends on the plant there, Bill, but yeah, you get one or two hornworms on a plant, and they will munch your leaves in hours.
Okay, you could beet army worms or black cutworms.
Probably black cutworm, man.
Probably.
By the way,
I don't know.
By the way,
I moved the bucket. I moved that bucket away from all the rest of my other ones. So.
Cliff, black cutworms are the same species of moth as you just showed this morning.
probably.
No, I'm looking at a picture of one right now.
So I mean, technically, it's a beneficial insect, but the problem is in the larval stage or worm stage, it is devastating to your plants because it will
voracious.
shit out of them. But it's a pollinator, so it'll help pollinate plants. Once it gets to the adult stage.
And I also just came up today with my very own compost dirt.
Nice.
That I don't think anybody else is doing. I took, we had a crawfish boil today for lunch.
Oh, please tell me
I took all the shells and
blender,
every piece of paper, everything, and just put it in the cement mixer. I put about almost not quite a gallon's worth, but almost a gallon's worth of triple 13 in it. Dumped topsoil in it. And because I had a couple bags left over, and then I put sawdust in it and turned it on and left it turning for like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
But I'm going to put that in my other raised bed that I'm not planning on planting anything in it for quite a while. Like, it'll be fall time before I plant anything in it.
I would have, before you made that mix, Matt, what I would have done is I would have taken all the crawfish shells, I would have stuck them in a blender with a little bit of water, blended them so you got like a nice puree, and then I would have dumped that puree in the mixer.
I put water in with it.
Well, yeah, but you didn't blend them, so you're gonna go through that. You're gonna try cutting. You're gonna cut yourself on a shell.
Oh, they're broke up. Like I said, it ran for like 2 hours.
You good, Colin?
I'm making a sling, so bear with me.
But like I said, I'm not even going to be digging through none of it. It's just going to be dumped on top of some old wood that's inside the raised bed. So I knew I was going to use it. I was like, but I didn't want all the neighborhood cats or raccoons trying to get in my garden. So.
Okay, that's better.
Ugh.
Ooh, Japanese beetles.
Yeah, no, I'm more concerned with a squash bug, man. They'll lay like 20 eggs under each leaf, and then the easiest way to do it, for me, I will take it, I will just cut the leaf off, and I will set that thing upside down, egg side up, right in the middle of my yard, and just let the sun bake the shit out of them.
You're a little bit nicer than me. I'll squirt lighter fluid on it and light them.
I don't want to burn the rest of my plant.
Cliff, you just got that new Fresnel lens. You could have used that.
That's not a new one. I've had that in my phone case for like 2 years.
Well, still, you could have used that. I'm a lefty.
This thing is a pain to get out of my phone case. I'd be better off using my lighter, but no. I just cut the whole leaf off, and then I'll just turn it upside down. And just like leave it right in the middle of my yard. And that'll get like 4 or 5 hours of just straight direct sunlight, and it just cooks them. That's why they lay eggs under the leaves, is to protect them from the heat. So you put them in shady spots.
Hey, I do have a question for Colin.
Yeah.
Did you hear me cussing a lot yesterday in my live stream?
I tried to get in there, and I couldn't.
I set the hook on something, and I set it hard enough that it actually broke one of the pins inside of my reel.
Oh, no. My condolences on your loss.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
It could have been just a faulty, pin, for all you know.
No, I don't know what the fish was. I'm more upset that I lost the fish and not. Reels are replaceable, man.
Was it a good fish then?
I don't know what it was. It hit, and I did this, and I heard when I was trying to turn the handle. I was like, "What the?" And then pow! The rod snapped back and hit me in the head.
Oh no! Did you open up the reel and see what was in it? See what happened?
It was in the reel guide.
Oh.
I didn't have no tools. I hadn't messed with it today.
Yeah, that sounds like a seized bearing.
You should do a video of just on how to repair those.
It was a brand new reel.
Is it under warranty still?
Yes.
You should be able to get a new one.
I'm planning on it. And I'm actually going to take advantage because I bought it before this, but Walmart has the exact same reel on sale on the website, 2 for the price of 1. So I'm going to see if I can get them to send me 2, because then I got a backup. But yeah, it was just luck of the draw, I guess.
Yep. I'm going to go dark a second. I'm going to switch to my better sling. This just happened to be the one I had available. Be right back.
Yep.
Oh, good. He's leaving. We can talk about it.
Yeah, no, he can still hear us.
I've got my mic on.
That's the whole point.
I can hear everything.
Yeah, right. No, I think, Matt, what happened is I think you just got one of the, like, 1 in a million just funky brand new reels that just had a random manufacturer's defect, and it just took a shit right at.
Well, like I said, if it happens again, then I'll have to switch completely. It sucks because I'm like Abu Garcia. That's what I've used most of my life, and I know it. The thing that sucks about it is they switched. Sweden sold out to Japan.
Yeah, this is not for you, Matt. This is not for you. This is for a fellow in the chat. Wha-bam! Wha-bam! Oh, my fingers cramped on me. Oh,
That shit's for those 2.
Oh, you got 2. See, there you go. You just said hi to Blake.
What up, Blake?
How's it going, Blake? Yeah, I know it did let one through, which is funny. It'll do it every once in a while. But I don't know, for the longest time, it was just like, no, we're just going to censor everything Blake says, even though you're a mod, which is BS. And I've known you for years upon years upon years.
Isn't he a moderator, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, which is BS.
I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of the changes that they're doing in YouTube.
But he doesn't
I've noticed that
For like
they're updating.
3-4 years.
I know they're doing a lot of changes here lately, bro. So that's probably why it slipped through. Hi, Molly.
Hey, Molly. Haha.
Hey, Molly.
I did.
Hey, Blake.
Correct. We may or may not see Molly tonight. Jason is another story, but I figured Molly might pop in for a little bit.
I have a feeling Jason's probably in the background listening.
No, he's probably over at his mother-in-law's eating. Or maybe he's at the house eating. Who knows? Depends on where his dad decided to stay. But yeah, Blake, you got any updates for us on your garden space? You got anything going in the greenhouse?
Did he do the challenge too?
No, he's not part of the challenge. I don't think he would have had enough time. I think he's been working. Yes, family is exhausting. I'll agree with you on that.
So what exactly does Blake do?
He works for an electric company.
So he's like a lineman?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, those are tough jobs.
Oh, and just an FYI for those of you that have been around for a little while, around me, it's official. I have had an offer on my property, and I think we are going to take it because it's one of those that you kind of just can't pass up.
Too good to pass up, in other words. Okay, I get it.
So how big is so I'm assuming that's the property you're on currently. How big is that property?
35 acres.
Oh, I thought it was 30.
Hold on. You're selling 35 acres. Why?
Because the money's right. And I'm actually, we were talking, we're going to move where the dirt's better.
Gotcha, Blake. Greenhouse is dead. Now it's a boat shed.
No, me and Texans have both been talking about. There's a good possibility we may be moving to Alaska. We do have property. We do have property there, but we kind of don't want to just pack up and leave Texas. So we were talking. There's a couple of other places, and one of them happens to be pretty close to Molly and Jason that we have actually talked about maybe possibly moving there.
Well, that'd be kind of cool. You'd have better neighbors and things like that.
Yeah, I definitely don't recommend going to Alaska because you can't grow shit over there.
No, your growing season's like
bullshit.
Slim to nothing.
Bullshit.
You got like a 2-month growing season unless it's in a greenhouse.
Mm-hmm. My wife's aunt left us property there in Homer, Alaska.
So you don't have to buy anything; you already have it.
Butts up to a big hunting reserve, and there's 2 houses and a trailer on one property. Also, there is a almost 100 square foot shop / garage that is heated and air conditioned.
Square feet's not that big.
It's a lot bigger than you think, the way it's set up. But on top of that, there is a fully functional greenhouse already there.
It's already set up, in other words.
I hope it's
already set up.
Because if it's a surface greenhouse, you're going to need to dig a hole.
And also, it's also everything's completely off grid.
Yeah, you might also have no signal over there, so you might have to be forced to get. I hate to say this, but you're gonna have to get Skynet.
I don't care.
I hate Skynet. I hope all them damn satellites fall out of the atmosphere.
I don't call them Skynet. I call them something else, but that's beside
it's Skynet.
But I mean, it's remote Alaska, man.
Molly says we are better than Alaska. She says so. Molly's vote is don't move to Alaska.
But like I said, we don't want to just like completely leave Texas either. So if everything goes through and this deal that was offered goes through, then I can turn around and kind of out. It's between here and Dallas is where the property is, and it's 100 acres.
So you get an upgrade.
Bigger property.
Severe upgrade.
Yes, but it's not just that. I can hunt the land, and there's 2 lakes within 15 minutes.
Do you have the water rights?
and a river. I would have everything.
Okay. Because sometimes you got to watch out. You gotta watch
Mineral, because like I said, we've already looked at it and talked about it and stuff. Everything is included. Mineral rights. So, like, I could literally open my own sand pit if I wanted to.
Nice.
There's no oil companies. There's no gas lines going through any part of the property. There is one spot where they have high lines going through, but it's in the back corner and it's already cleared, and they maintain it. So,
gotcha. Now,
you can host your gatherings there.
Oh, you ain't going to do no gatherings out well on the 100-acre property. Yeah,
that's what I mean. On 100 acres of property, you have room to do that.
Yeah.
That would save you guys. You save a ton of money that way.
And the other good thing is there's no in-laws
on either side.
Well, that could make. You would have visitors, though. I'm sure Molly and Jason would be there visiting all the time.
That's fine.
Now, Matt,
I would have to hire Jason to help me keep the freaking pest under control.
Well, that's his job. That's what he did.
So.
Hey, Matt, I would just be happy if I had 5 acres of land, but you're over there sitting on 35 acres of land. Man, I would. For me personally, I would not be moving off of that.
Here's the thing. There is on 35 acres. There is 4 different lines that go through. And that's not including the high lines. So on 35 acres, I only have about 15-ish
usable acres
that I can actually dig if I wanted to dig a pond or anything. And that's right close to the houses. So
those things suck because you have no control over those.
And but then I also have a canal that runs through the middle of my property.
Oof.
So it's a constant battle, and the battle is people. I can't keep my cows here because they come through to mow and they leave freaking gates open. You know, I've had deer feeders stolen. I've had deer blinds stolen, hog traps, and it's like, no, I'm just not.
You're done. I get it.
You know.
Hey, you just set all that stuff up with a automated turret around it, so the minute that somebody walks over there that ain't supposed to be there, you just hear ka-choo, 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 and then they're like, shit.
Even if we went as far as hanging a doorbell camera on the fence post at the gate and sitting there. They come through and I'd be like, hey, you forgot to close the gate.
Do they go back and close it?
No.
You know, it's like, and I've turned the video into the company. I'm like, hey, your people are leaving gates open, and I have thousands of dollars of animals roaming into my neighbor's property that I'm responsible for, but because your guy leaves the gate open, I could get sued.
Yeah, I would have just sued the company. I should hit him with a lawsuit and be like, all right, you guys are starting to piss me off.
We talked to the lawyer, but it's like these companies, they have so much money that they can throw at the problem, and it's like,
they can bury your litigation.
You know, yeah. Well, why are you going to do all that? Why don't you just reimburse me what I'm losing, and we can call it a day, and it won't cost you as much. But I also told my wife, I said, I don't care how bad it gets, money wise, we don't make enough money off of these companies, you know. So we sell it, we are out from underneath it. Somebody else has got the headache. We find a piece of property and they try to come through. No. Stand my ground.
Yeah, well, they can try to go through with eminent domain and steal your property.
So
I'm going to tell you something really interesting, Matt, that you probably don't know about. When you get the new property, get the ownership title under an allodial title.
No.
Yes.
I can put it under a I can't put it under that because then I can't do the tax exemption.
What about a trust?
No, but an allodial title basically means that neither God nor the government can take your damn property.
I thought it was a trust. You can do that too.
Well, I'll dig a grave and put a headstone out there and be like, somebody's buried. Tough shit.
You found an Indian burial ground on your property.
You don't even need to do that. I can tell you the easiest way to keep anybody off that property, and if they touch that property and do anything funny to it, they owe you a shitload of money for compensation.
Saffron seeds.
No.
Oh.
You plant milkweed in various portions of your property when you get the new property. Register it as a monarch sanctuary.
Ooh.
The minute anybody goes in there to either spray or mow your grass, you can.
If I do everything under agricultural, that'll stop them at the fence.
Sometimes.
Hey, Scott.
Now the only place that it does not is like by the houses, which kind of sucks.
Well, that's why you plant milkweed for the butterflies, for the monarchs. You basically turn your area into a monarch breeding ground, which basically protects it under some ridiculous law. But it basically, if anybody sprays your weeds, mows your grass without your consent, they owe you money.
Well, they get sued by the government.
A lot of money.
What up, SD?
How you doing today, Scott? Weren't you going to be participating in the 5-gallon bucket challenge?
I challenged him multiple times.
I know. I think I did too.
I verbally called him out on my last video.
Ooh, somebody's been called out. Who says he hasn't already started?
He has.
I've only seen the one bucket from Devil Dog's Keeper, from Jamie.
Well, it is the 30th, and I have not seen CR's video yet. He said he was supposed to put out a video.
He did, like 2 days ago.
I didn't see it. Okay, now I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
I know this, and like I said, that's part of the reason why I did the one video when I tagged you and I tagged Jason in it, I was showing people, hey, this is what we want. You know, the more hashtags, the better it is.
Yeah, but I think my longest hashtag was hashtag I'm going to win, Matt's going to lose.
Yeah, but see, the only hashtag that you used it out of 3, you use hashtag 5-gallon bucket challenge.
Yep.
You forgot hashtag 5-gallon bucket and hashtag challenge.
Yeah, I can always re-add those.
I'm gonna go back and add those myself. I didn't know about those.
See, that's what I'm saying though. But those 3 categories, if you just do searches on those are the 3 within what we're doing that pop the most.
Well, usually, even if you do the 5-gallon bucket challenge, just the one, it pops up almost everybody instantly because that's the first one we all use is the hashtag 5-gallon bucket challenge. So you search under that one, and all of us pop up.
And see, I did a screen recording of putting it in the search bar, and was like, yours, pest
hashtag
hunters,
barbecue.
Yours, pest hunters, Collins, and Todd Saul. Y'all's 3 videos. The videos that y'all did were right there at the top, and nobody else's. You had to go way down to find anybody else's. Which I
didn't put the other stuff on there as the the tags. I just did the.
I'm talking about the hashtag 5-gallon bucket challenge.
That's what I'm talking about. I've only put the one up.
That's the one that I'm talking about. Y'all's were the first ones that came up, and then Devil Dogs, and like I said, Todd Saul's and Devil Dogs.
And I put it in
everybody else's
the title, and I put it underneath under the tags.
Shawnee's was down towards the bottom. Jan's was at the very bottom.
Yeah, I had to scroll to find Jan's when she was doing updates. That was like almost on the second page of stuff. I was like, damn, she's way down here.
Yeah,
ooh, I was 55 hours this week, not including the.
I was getting stuff from 5-gallon bucket challenges from like 5 years ago before I hit Jan's channel. I was like, holy Moses. But I think a part of it is the more you use the tags, the higher it pulls you from the bottom of the list. So instead of being, way down at the bottom of the list, the more you use those tags, the higher it pulls you up on the channel presentation section.
I try to incorporate it into the title as well as the tag section. That's probably why mine popped up as much as it did.
And the other thing, this is not a requirement by any means, but I'm going to try to put it in the video, like when I'm uploading it, because YouTube gives you that option where you can type in on the top over your video. Yes. I'm going to try to put the hashtags at the top of that video and see what kind of difference it makes.
You can do it either at the top, or you can, I believe it'll allow you to do the option of like diagonally too, or like at any angle. Just depends on how you want to set the video up when you're doing it.
What do you mean diagonal?
So like, if you wanted to just run diagonally across the screen and said 5-gallon hashtag 5-gallon bucket challenge, I think it'll allow you to do that.
You can write it in, and then if you're using it from your computer, you can click on the corner of it and drag it down, and you can have it.
I didn't know you could do that. I thought it was just going to cover everything. That's what I was doing.
No, you can usually do it vertically, like down the sides, or you can do it like horizontal across the top and the bottom. But it depends on the platform to which you're doing it. So if you edit on your phone, you can do like in various directions. Like
I was going to say, most everything I'm doing is from my phone, and the only option that I have is this way or this way.
Okay, Scott put in 3 peppers, 3 tomatoes. He will delete to 1 at least. Got rain today because I haven't watered at the beginning.
So, did you get any of the rain this last week? Did you get any of that rain?
He's up in South Dakota. You know how hard it is for him to get rain?
SD Mountain Man?
Mm-hmm.
You mean how hard it is for him to not get rain?
I don't know why I was thinking he was out Kentucky, out that direction.
Because you're probably thinking of Heath.
No, I know Heath is in Kentucky and Zombie's in Kentucky.
Good. Matt, you do realize
he was Virginia.
The SD in his name is South Dakota. But he's Scott. So he's
there is another SD Mountain Man that's out in Virginia. That's why I was probably thinking.
Really? I've never heard of that other one. I just know him.
He used to hang out with Heath and that other feller, Dutch Blackfeather.
I haven't seen Dutch Blackfeather in years, it seems.
You're talking Heath, the outdoor,
Frontier Survival.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heath is cool. I like Heath.
I like his videos even the ones he does on YouTube, but the ones he's doing over on TikTok, where he's singing
all those
along,
music videos and stuff. Yeah. Hey, he goes whole in. Yeah, when he does it,
you can't tell that he's not really singing.
Right. He might be really singing it. You just can't hear it.
He's staying in line with everything.
The fact that he knows the words, that's the thing.
So he's Britney Spears singing.
I think he'd make a really good doing Ray Stevens stuff all over the place if you could, because you got that same look.
I don't care. That was one of the things that I did tell my wife though when we were discussing the offer that was offered, that my only 2 requirements is it has to be enough land for me to hunt, and it has to be close to fishing. I don't care if it's freshwater, saltwater, anything in between. I don't care if it's a creek. It has to be close to something where I can fish.
For the property you're looking at, you said it was a 15 minutes to 2 different lakes. Now, is that walking or driving?
Driving.
That's still actually not that bad.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Brazos River, which is 30 minutes up the road, roughly, from me, here would only be 5 minutes up the road there. And there's actually a boat ramp there and a nice, clean area where I can get down and actually fish from the bank or from the boat.
Now, with that area you were looking at with the 100 acres, would that have hogs too, or no?
Yeah, they do frequent that.
I wasn't sure. And would you have to worry about like armadillos and stuff too?
I'm not worried about no damn armadillo.
Well, if you're going to run cattle or whatever, like you said, you got to watch out for the holes for them and everything else. I wasn't sure.
Not so much. They're digging in the ground for bugs, but here's the thing: they're also eradicating other issues that we have to deal with here in Texas from the bugs. So, I mean, one hand washes the other. It's so.
Yeah, but it feels like one hand washes the other while wearing a glove.
Yeah. We have armadillos here, and I go out and I've actually got a video where I was chasing one just for the hell of it.
Them little bastards run quick, considering how small they are.
And they hop. They run like 5 steps and then they poof, and poof. It's kind of funny.
That's the armadillos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which ones do you got? You the 5 or 7 banded ones?
They're all. It's Texas. They're all speed bumps. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there's different types.
I can guarantee you this: there's not any place in the state of Texas that has not seen an armadillo on the side of the road propped up against somebody's mailbox or road mile marker sign with a Lone Star beer bottle upside down in its hands.
Or somebody using a stuffed one as a wine holder or something.
No, that's a real one.
But they do the real
I've seen
ones,
them. That's the reason I said. Only reason I said that.
They'll take empty beer bottles and put it over their nose and turn them upside down and lean them up against the post.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. So as of Monday, I will be medically retired, whether I want to or not. So I have a lot more time than nothing's
Hey, you
changed.
can come down to New Mexico, man. We got roadrunners everywhere.
Roadrunners aren't bad.
We do have some road runners here, not as many as there once was, but ever so often, certain parts of Waco you can see them. And
So he built an island, Bill. A crayfish built an island.
Yeah. See, that's the only downfall, though. Like, if we move to Dallas, then we'll have to actually buy our crawfish versus going out and catching them ourselves.
Could you?
Because you can't go, oh, that's right. Stupid Texas law, so you can't transport certain things.
You can't have a crawfish pond?
You can have a crawfish pond.
can.
The problem is he has to buy them from a regulated, registered seller. He can't just go down to the creek, grab them, and move them.
Oh, I get that part. I just was wondering.
You can if you are harvesting them for yourself to eat, not release.
Yeah,
But the thing
Texas
is
has weird transport laws when it comes to certain fish.
if I go to the lake, all the bass and stuff, they love crawfish. Catfish love crawfish. So, it's going to be kind of, I'll have to find me spots again. But then on the other hand, if I move to Alaska, you won't get crawfish at all.
Nope.
It's too cold.
Scott says his sister had a place by Kingsland Toe, whatever that is.
Got me on that banana.
You're gonna have to explain that one, Scott.
But yeah, the only thing you're going to see up in Alaska, Matt, might be polar bears and penguins.
Nope,
And moose.
not.
And Arctic foxes, technically. They do tend to wander down there.
And moose.
Yeah, Matt said moose.
Yeah. My daughter's like, I want to move to Alaska because she's like, she befriended a wild one up there. I'm like, no, you just got extremely lucky.
Ooh,
Well,
also,
if you're there
no-
long enough,
no
they pay
mosquito.
you to be there, but it takes a bit for you to get,
Well, technically, the land's been in our name up there for almost 2 years now.
but you have to be living on the property, is what I'm saying. I think they look into that part.
They don't know if we're living there yet or not. But that's not the reason. I don't. If we move up there, yes, great, cool, awesome. But
Can you use it as a hunting
get-
property?
I can. All I have to do is go get a hunting license in Alaska.
Okay. That's kind of cool, though. You have the opportunity to go there to use that for that purpose anyway. You have a base, which is good.
So,
My dad went up there, and I've never been. I've always
But-
wanted to go, but my bows would
Right.
not be enough.
but right now we're getting close to almost $4,000 a month just because we have the trailer and one of the small house is rented out. The big house, nobody goes in it except for us.
So you're it's not like you're not making any money.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good at least.
But like I said, the one guy that lives in the small house, he's winters in he's married to a chick from the Philippines, and he winters there and summers in Alaska because he does a lot of fishing, charter boats and stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
So yeah.
I don't think his wife's going to want to winter in Alaska anytime soon.
Who, mine?
No, your tenant.
Oh no, she doesn't want to give up her citizenship.
Makes sense.
Yeah, she's making money. She actually has a YouTube channel, which is ironic because I have a YouTube channel. But
no, that's ironic, man. I have a YouTube channel too.
Me too.
The ironic part is how come he doesn't? Because he's out doing commercial fishing and stuff. It's like,
well, you can probably make good money by just recording what you're doing.
Have you not seen Reef Robber? Come on,
There's a lot of big fishing video guys that like.
But she has like 3 stores there in the Philippines.
Oh, actual businesses. That makes sense.
Yeah.
She's probably making good money. Although the conversion rate, probably not so much, I guess. I don't know. It depends on the conversion rate.
Scott's sister sold their property in the spring this spring.
But and on the flip side of everything, it literally, I can go 5 minutes and be in the middle of town. It's like that has good and bad. But if you look up and down 1462, which is where I live off of, there's subdivisions popping up everywhere around me.
Yeah, I've got that same
So
problem.
you're
over
making
here.
a run for it while you can.
So yeah, well, and we have the what they're calling the Grand Parkway, which is going to go through Houston all the way out to Freeport. From my understanding, it's going all the way to Freeport.
Well,
so it's running right through my backyard.
So I can understand why you'd want to get out of that right now. That makes sense.
So,
not that the other stuff didn't make sense before that. Just solidifies everything.
Yeah, well, that's why I think that's the reason why his name is Reef.
No. Reef Robber is they were talking about Reef Robber, Scott, about he does the YouTube channels. His tenant does not do videos at all. That he should.
No. My tenant Robert does, and we're just using that name. That's not his name, but we're just using that name. He goes and takes people out halibut fishing, king salmon, traps for crabs, and there's like numerous things that he does. And he's also retired military, so yeah. I was like, dude, you got the 3 top things that hit in YouTube: retired military, surviving and doing your own thing, and you have Alaska business, and you're fishing for a living. So and hunts. He hunts. He does take people on guided hunts.
Damn, I forgot. So now I know why half nobody's here. Everybody's all freaking chilling over there at Gary's.
He just went live. Devil Dog was live before him.
Yeah, we got Scott though.
Hey, well, like 30 minutes ago. Not too bad. Right? Hey, I still got people in here. So that's good for me.
Hey, Matt, I would have called your tenant David.
Tony.
That's his middle name.
If you're a Doctor Who fan, you understand why I would call him David.
That's his middle name.
Oh, so technically David Tennant is appropriate then. Okay.
So,
hey, it sounds better than just calling him Joe or something. Unless that's his real name, then you don't want to use that one.
G.I. Joe?
Hey,
come on now.
I wasn't a G.I. Joe, but I was a G.I.
I collected G.I. Joe stuff.
Did you have the one with the real hair? The ones
No.
with the
I'm
I
talking
did.
about like I
was
didn't
like
collect
Pascal?
dolls.
No. This was the real.
I know they had
With the
GI
beard
Joe
and everything.
dolls, but I did not collect those. For one,
Those are the,
growing up, where I grew up, it was limited funds.
oh, I get that.
So but I had like all the action figures,
Mm-hmm.
all the.
I forgot you're the next
and I would
generation
go.
down from me.
I would find stuff at garage sales and be like, "I'll give you 50 cents for it, and maybe just take it." And then I would find all the pieces and have everything on. I still have them. They're put up.
So-
They're locked. They're locked up.
Which Joe was your favorite? Everybody has a favorite. Which Joe was your favorite?
Uh,
I had two.
the sergeant. And now I can't remember his name. The one that looked like Sergeant Slaughter from
Well, that
wrestling.
was actually Sergeant Slaughter.
Was that his name?
That was his WWE name. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know that, but I'm saying the sergeant from the GI Joe.
Well, Sergeant Slaughter was his GI Joe name.
Okay, well then there you go. That was my favorite.
He's one of the few that actually crossed over. I think the refrigerator Perry. He was a member of that thing, and he got a Joe and everything else. Yeah. But this is sorry for going away from gardening. I'm sorry.
Hijacking my chat. Hijacking my chat as always.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to steer it back.
But yeah, I collected those. I still have them, and I've threatened a few times that I was going to put them up on eBay and sell them.
Well, mine, just because I wanted to just finish one, Doc and Lifeline for me, which is appropriate for what
I like the chick too because I thought she was sexy, but she was badass.
Scarlet or Lady
that.
J?
Lady J.
The one with the crossbow. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Great way.
because I'd get up Saturday morning and that's the cartoon that was on, and then when that was off, we were watching like Bill Dance Outdoors and stuff.
I remember I remember watching that with my dad.
Yeah. Because Saturday mornings was like the only time that I got to spend with my dad because the rest of the time he was working, So, and Sundays was like the big family day, family gathering, and we'd have both sides of the family, we'd all be together. So it was Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
And Dad'd be drinking his coffee and I'd be eating my sugar puffs, snaps, or whatever, Fruit Loops and stuff like that, and just watching TV. And it was ironic because he would actually watch the damn cartoon with me.
Yeah. Dad would make fun of G.I. Joe.
And my older brother, he'd sleep in.
Oh, my brother.
My dad, and then as I got older, my dad'd be like, "You want to go fishing today? Let's go." And he's like, "Well, let's get our chores done." And I'd finish eating my breakfast and be out done, and I'd be back within an hour. I'm done. Let's go. And by the time I was done with my chores, he'd have the boat hooked up and everything loaded and ready to go.
Well, you had one thing. We didn't have a boat, but he used to take me fishing a lot. He wasn't much of an archer, though, unfortunately.
My dad traded a old beat up saddle for a boat that was big enough that would hold me, him, and my brother.
You guys are big people, aren't you? Tall, height wise.
That's when I was younger. I wasn't that big. I was tall, but I wasn't like.
You were.
I know because my older brother, he tops out. He's 5'11". So, and he's
built like you, and he's probably stocky as hell.
Nope.
Really?
He's my full brother. And I remember because when I was younger, he used to pick on me. He's like, "You belong to the milkman," And then we got to meet my oldest stepbrother, and me and him both looked at each other and looked at my brother and said, "Yeah, I think you belong to the milkman because you're the smallest one out of the group."
I know I'd be the butt of everybody's joke if we ever got together because my height. But that's okay. I don't mind.
But see, that was my connection with my dad. It was the outdoors, fishing and stuff. And I grew up, my grandpa would come get me after school and we'd go fishing. hunting season, he'd come pull me out of school. My grandfather would come pull me out of school to go hunting with him.
That was freaking cool. My dad never did that.
My dad didn't do it. My grandpa did.
My grandpa didn't do that either because my grandpa, he had like 11 grandkids. So it's kind of hard to have him go through entire grandkids closer to where he's at than me.
Well, and that was the thing. And the only reason why my grandfather did that for me was because anytime he needed help, I would be right there. I'd go help him.
You're the first one to volunteer.
Working cows, catching chickens, butchering chickens, tilling the garden, working the garden, hauling hay. I was right there. I was like, let's go.
Catching chickens is not easy.
We had a routine.
Oh,
my younger cousin would run around, and I would step in, and then we'd basically just chase him to my grandpa, and he'd
yoink
grab him by the neck as they ran by. We'd do this and flip them out the cage, and they'd land on the ground, flop around for a little bit, and grandma would be over there, getting water hot to
pluck them. Mm-hmm. We went somewhere today that you might get a kick out of. It's one of those farm stands that you usually see when people go in and get stuff and everything. This one actually had access to the live chickens where you can just go grab your eggs fresh from the nest, which was really cool. They also had honey, and they offered beekeeping classes, which is something you don't see much anymore. Not quite. I think that's garden adjacent, I guess.
My fondest memories with my grandfather was working in the garden, and then we'd find a fresh pile of scat, and then he'd be like, well, I guess we're getting the dogs out tonight, and we'd go chase coons all night.
Oh, wow.
So
we never did coon hunting. We did rabbit, squirrel, quail, pheasant. I'm not sure if I said pheasant or not, but not turkey. And never deer because he didn't think I was ready for it.
We did a little bit of squirrel hunting, not much because, where my grandfather's farm didn't have trees. So, but we did do rabbit hunting and we did raccoon. Only as it was fun. I remember it in hearing the dogs barking or howling. When it became not fun is if they got on the scent of a bobcat, because bobcats would run 10 counties over and not stop, and you'd be chasing the dogs down trying to catch them to pull them off. Yeah,
right.
And the raccoons would go up in the tree and they'd make their noises, and you'd wait for them to stick their head out, and then
pow.
Now, hey Cliff, with as many plants as you got, have you had any wild animals come into your yard, going up your?
Yeah, damn squirrel.
Besides squirrels.
That's it.
You're lucky then. Could be worse.
I mean the birds, but
what about the rabbits?
Well, I'm talking about four-wheeled, four-legged types. Besides
No, we got too many predators down here. We got coyotes, foxes, hawks, roadrunners, snakes.
I know you're not like directly in the middle of town or anything, but
they're not in my yard.
Well, where I'm planning on moving to, I expect to see some coyotes, because it's like right off a state park. And we found
I also have a fenced yard, so once the fence is closed, not much gets in or out.
Deer can jump over 7 feet.
Yeah, I don't have deer in the middle of the city.
We do.
Some places do.
Not down here.
Like, I can go into Alvin, which is the closest city to me. None. You'd see hogs and coyotes in town. But then you turn around and you go to Lake Jackson or towards Houston, and you'll see deer in the middle of the highway. In the middle of the road.
I've seen pheasants walk down the street.
Not here. I've seen one raccoon on my property.
Not here, but back when I was living in Eddyville.
I don't get a lot of four-legged bandits down here.
Now, the property we're looking at.
See, the thing is he's doing garden stuff. If he was feeding like dogs outside or cats outside, then he would probably have more of the raccoon issues.
Oh, I bet he would. Yeah. Or if he was growing corn. too.
I do grow corn, but nothing touches it, other than the bugs and the ants.
Well, you don't do it like a big section of them when you're required, bring anything else in.
No,
Suburbs
I'm
of
not
Boston
doing
is
that.
overloaded with turkeys. I can understand that.
We need to pay you a visit and catch a bunch of them and bring them down here.
Would that be illegal to live travel? Well, you got to get them out of the city somehow.
Texas is actually releasing more and more of the Rio Grande turkeys, not far from here, but the predator ratio is too much.
Ungodly?
Well, I mean, you think about it. We have hogs,
Right.
okay? Now, hogs, if they come across a fawn in the field, it's toast.
They're omnivores. Yeah, they'll eat anything.
But it's not just them though. You got to think about it. Turkeys nest on the ground, quail nest on the ground, pheasant nest on, and so all they got to do is they get a smell of the mother and they'll track them down and they'll eat it. They've been catching them and putting fences up now along the beaches where the turtles come up to have their babies, and they'll come in, a month before the turtles arrive or start arriving, and start putting up barriers to keep the wildlife, the hogs out.
Oh yeah, I bet that.
And
Really, turtles?
it's not just them. The coyotes pick them off too. So I mean,
but the coyotes were there, not
technically, coyote was not. It's an invasive.
So okay.
I didn't know a coyote would eat a turtle.
Well, since I have more,
they don't mess with the turtles, but the turkey and other wildlife, that have their eggs on the ground, gone.
I got to make a trip to Texas. Unless you're planning some hunts once you get moved. I won't be able to pull my bow back for a while, though, unfortunately.
That was not fun.
And you still are not listening to me with that.
What?
Texas hogs are not like any of the other
No,
hogs.
no. Not for that. Not for that. Not for the hogs. Hogs, I need something heavier with that. No. I was talking about more like coyotes and things like that.
But see, the only native in the hog family that is native to the U.S. is the javelina.
Do you have javelinas where you're at?
We used to.
Okay. I can understand having those in the area.
They've bred so much. They've bred so much with these wild hogs that they're pretty much not heard of anymore here.
You get peccaries?
What is that?
It's slightly larger than a javelina.
Not a pig species.
I don't think so.
Okay.
He may or may not have them. Just depends on whether or not you see them.
We had to relocate some turkeys in Des Moines when they were attacking police cars.
That's because turkeys are territorial slightly, and they
but they would
find their
walk
area, they'll go for you.
These two would walk right down the line of cars and just put dents in every one of them just by picking at them. Don't think turkeys couldn't do that. They can.
But and here's the thing: we have an invasive species that's not hurting anything. It's actually surviving a lot better than what a lot of people say. Elk.
I heard about that.
But
where did they come from?
Colorado,
Oklahoma.
Because
there's a wild herd that crosses into Texas from Oklahoma.
But that's a normal thing, though, isn't it?
They're not. They don't know for a fact that they were ever here.
They can't say that they weren't.
Yeah. So, but yes,
I thought I saw a video about that on TikTok or Instagram the other day.
Now, if we have axis deer and fallow deer that roam, I've seen. I have one that I took my uncle, which is my adopted uncle, on a bow hunt on my property, and he shot 2 axis deer with his bow, with a longbow. No fancy, nothing. He made it in his garage. He's a Native American, full-fledged Apache Indian. But he got them both mounted, and he gave me one of them. And it used to hang right here on my wall, but I took it down. I need to put it back up. I need to put it back there. But, yeah. And it was shot here on this property.
Mule deer, but you do got whitetails and mule deer.
Yes, we have mule deer. We have,
Sitka.
like I said, they're even saying that it's more towards West Texas. All dad. We have they have seen some further closer to me, but it's still within like a couple hours drive. But I'm like, I want to go on an all dad hunt so bad.
A what again?
Aoudad. It's basically an overgrown, short-haired Dall sheep, mountain goat. Basically.
Okay, that would be interesting.
And the meat's good, and they get really big. They dress out about 200 pounds.
Damn.
But you don't have to have no fancy tags or anything like that. You just have to have a Texas hunting license and go.
It's AOUDAD for anybody who's looking.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out.
Hey, Amanda, long time no see. How's it going?
Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Mandy.
Uh-oh,
Cliff, you don't have your hat on.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting Amanda to pop up, but
you never do.
The hat's over there. Guess my soul's getting sucked.
Could be worse.
That's the only thing getting sucked. I mean, anywho's, Sand Hamwich.
I looked up Aoudad hunts in Texas at Rock Creek Ranch.
And that's about 3 hours drive from here. 3-4 hours.
Well, depending on the new property, you might have some where you're at. You never know.
No.
Farther
I'm moving. If I'm moving that way, that's East Texas, not West Texas. I don't know, but we've also
Barbary sheep. That's why. Okay, that's the other name for them.
We were discussing on the outskirts of San Antonio, but I'm like, that's kind of desert.
I was stationed a lot in San Antonio, so I know the area a little bit.
Ooh, it's a whole whopping 79 degrees outside. Yay.
I'm one of the few people who's been at both Fort Sam and Lackland.
I have been nowhere.
I've been everywhere, man.
Traveling costs too much.
Mine was paid by the US of A, so.
I make 5 digits a year. I'm not exactly sitting on a massive nest egg of, millions.
Neither am I.
Wish I was, so I could buy land. Ooh, Mandy's got storms.
Or find out you have a long-lost relative that left you about 1,000 acres somewhere.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Stranger things have happened.
My sister was healed. See, and that's if we move to Dallas, that's more hill country than it is here.
The hills have eyes when you start planting potatoes.
Grace says we miss you, Amanda.
We all miss her.
Are you getting wet storms or cold, snowy storms?
Well,
I know you guys are technically in the winter season.
Yeah, they're early winter right now, I think. Do they get a lot of snow there?
That's what I'm asking her.
No. I mean, I don't really know. That's the reason I'm asking.
Neither do I. Don't live in Australia. That's why I'm asking if she's getting wet or cold.
Wish it was snowing, but thunderstorming.
So probably wet. Moist, if one might say. Moist towelette. Anyone?
Well, I guess it does happen between June and early October, which is also in New South Wales, Victoria, Tasmania, and Australian Capital Territory.
Matt gave me the stink eye when I left. When he left, because I was all moist towelette. Anyone?
You said the word moist.
No, I was like, I clicked the microphone instead of the camera. I'm like, I need to turn the microphone off.
Camera phone. Ew, who's peeing in a bucket?
Bill says I rate Arby's double brisket at a 3 out of 10. It's a 1 point.
You're nicer than I am.
1 point, it's smoky. 1 point, it's soft. -1, too brined, and effing salty.
Oh yeah, no, that meat is salty AF. Tried, yeah, I've had it before.
And -1 for the butt burger bed roll, and -1 for the sliced pickles.
The roast beef sandwich, the hot dip sandwich, that one's actually not too bad.
Too dry. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you happen to like
Cecilia popped up a link. What?
Say what? Link for what? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't have my YouTube chat up. I just realized that. Why do I always have to search for myself?
Is that truly Cecilia or somebody else? Because that's a Fidelity link.
No, that's a Fidelity commercial.
No, I look at the.
No, that is a Fidelity commercial.
No, if you look at the description, Fidelity all-in-one growth.
Yeah, I don't do crypto.
Yeah,
I don't need you stealing information from me. Yeah, I do not. I don't do any sort of digital currency. I have no faith in it because once the power grid goes down, you ain't getting none of that.
So you don't have a Chime account or anything like that? Huh?
Nope. Yeah,
so no Venmo for Cliff.
Yeah, I don't do Chime. I don't do Venmo. I barely do PayPal half the time.
Well, if I wanted to buy your Italian seasoning, how am I supposed to pay for it?
Yeah, well, that's you're gonna have to figure that out. Assuming I ever sell it, I gotta make it first. All of my freaking parsley this season, I had like a 2-month window or a month window, and then that stuff all bolted on me because
I can send you money somehow, I guess.
I got to go out there tomorrow. I'm gonna have to cut down everything. I'm gonna have to leave one plant so I can get some seeds, and that's it.
Because I want more of your seasoning. That's the thing. It's
I got
really good.
The part is I've got onions by spades because I planted onions everywhere on the property. I have like 200 plus onions just popping up all over the place.
I know other people can make Italian seasoning, but I like the way whatever it is that you do to yours.
I don't even
better than the store-bought stuff. To be fair.
Yeah, just most of that stuff was I literally just had it, made it, ground it myself, and threw seasonings in
Maybe
there.
because it's fresher, maybe. I don't know.
Because it wasn't commercially grown with pesticides.
That's probably it, because it's organic.
100%, other than the random bits of fertilizer that I use here and there.
I get some of Jason's dry rub too. That stuff was amazing too. But I've been out for a long time.
I got 4 jars of it. I just don't know where the hell they're at. That's the funny part. I have no idea where they're at.
I'd pay for shipping if you'd give me one.
Yeah, the only problem is all of mine were the hot ones.
Oh, I just like his regular ones. So did Jenny. And I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to get any there, Matt.
I think Jason had issues before he got the stuff over there.
No, his inventory went out the back of the trailer.
Oh, yeah. Well, as I said, something happened before I got out there.
Yeah. Did he have any?
They shipped it the wrong way.
Someone send me a number 1. I will load it quick, and I'll beat the one. The one what?
Oh, the hashtag stink.
It's hashtag 5-gallon bucket challenge. A 5-gallon bucket, 5-gallon challenge. But
Except for they can't even freaking, my ass would learn to spell here.
Yeah, he's had over almost a 60-hour plus week.
There you go. Cliff beat me to it.
Yeah, the sad part is I had like 4 typos in there while I was trying to do it. I'm like, God dang it, I had to go backspace it like 3 times.
I was gonna try to do it, but I'm only typing one-handed right now, and I can't really do it very well.
Well, you shouldn't make your wife mad at you.
Ha 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 ha.
Alternate hands.
A good thing I'm left-handed though.
Yeah, you got to be ambidextrous.
That's what it was. He did alternate.
Wasn't used to it.
I actually got my tens unit on my shoulder right now too, on top of everything else.
I don't have any pizzas. Damn, I'm gonna have to eat some raviolis.
I have mine on my back right now.
Your tens unit? You have it cranked up to max or no?
Yeah, I need a new one.
You're not getting mine.
I didn't say I wanted yours. I said I got to get a new one.
Yeah. I got to get one for my knee, hopefully. I got to go through the VA to go get that, though. But this is mine.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is my tens unit.
I've actually been looking at. They have massage things that go in your office chairs. I've actually been looking at those, thinking about getting one of those.
Yeah, being as tall as you are, you probably have a lot of back problems.
Back, knees, ankles. Yeah.
Don't forget the hips, shoulders, spine.
No, it's just back, knees.
No scoliosis or anything like that. You're lucky on that part.
I did have scoliosis when I was a kid.
Yeah, my sister did too. That stuff was nothing to joke at. People think, "Oh, your spine just vaguely doing that," but they had her in a metal back brace and everything to help correct it. Which
spinal straightener.
Yeah,
hers was mild enough that it corrected it, but it took a while.
Oh yeah, because they drill in. You get that.
No. This is a removable brace. This is not the permanent ones.
Still wouldn't.
Just making that correction because it's not that invasive. But her head was locked in and everything is like.
No, all of mine was in my lower back.
Ooh.
So.
Hers was in her upper, so that would. But it didn't make her any taller though, because she's still like barely 5 foot tall.
That's because I kept taking all y'all's food.
Probably.
Well, that's Scott. That's the main tag. But yeah, you can do hashtag 5-gallon bucket, 5-gallon hashtag 5-gallon challenge.
Well, I hope to hear from you tomorrow, there, Scott. Take it easy. Get some rest.
Everybody's only got a couple more days to get the stuff in there.
Yeah.
Well, today's the last day.
If you just started with
one more day.
Yeah, I've allowed roughly about a week.
And
You know,
you
because
said
I
that
know
there's
there's a couple of people that, you know, and I have more tomato seeds coming. They just got to get here.
so
So
you also mentioned that there's different there's alternatives to the bucket itself, like the bucket grow bags and cat
yes.
litter buckets
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So there are
I mean,
exceptions.
as far as that goes, if you have one of those 5 gallon water holders, you know, the ones you buy at the store, like Ozarka delivers, the big bottle, just cut the top off of it and use it. You know, it's 5 gallons.
Oh, could you imagine doing a terrarium type thing with those things?
I wonder how far you would have to actually cut the top of that off before it stopped being 5 gallons on that
Good question.
on those
That's
aqua bottles.
It's 5 gallons at the roll, at the top.
Like all the way to the funnel spout, or to like to the rim, or to the shoulders.
Where it starts turning, you know, where it comes back,
Oh, the shoulders.
that's
right
about
there
the
at the
size of
shoulder.
my older sister there, Bill.
That's still not too bad though. I mean, you're not losing much if you cut a decent circle, at least with a jigsaw or a hot knife.
I mean, as far as that goes, you can use the jug, fill it all the way up to the top part of it, and drill holes in the base, and drop your seed right there at the spout.
Could you take two 5 gallon jugs, cut in half and invert them? One of them to use those over the top type situation,
Kind of like a greenhouse effect, yeah.
like a little like I said earlier, like a terrarium type setup.
Yeah, I mean, there's you can fill the bucket up. You can use water and do hydroponics.
I've not seen anybody do a hydroponic one. That'd be kind of cool.
I I was gonna try it. I've seen it done. I've never done it myself. Uh, but
You did not technically specify we could do that. You stinky stinker.
yeah, I did.
No,
The only
you
thing I
don't
said
look-
was just it has to be a seed in a 5 gallon bucket or in 5 gallons.
man, I could have tried a
Doesn't
hydroponic
doesn't
system.
specify. You got time?
Yeah, but the only
That
problem
week.
is that you
One
have
day.
to do it from a
Got a
seedling,
week.
not a seed, though. You can't really just throw a seed in a bucket of water and it wouldn't make it grow.
Yeah, you can.
How?
That's what the whole
They have-
hydroponics chambers are for. Is basically just gravel
But what
rock.
holds
You
it in
throw a
one
seed in
place
there and you
though,
let it go.
the seed would just float.
No, it's gravel. You stick it under the like in between the gravel particles, and you just spritz water on it.
I think he was talking, like
You
a
get one
full-on
of those.
hydroponic.
You can get a 5 gallon bucket with a lid, and get one of these little hole saws,
Mhm.
and cut a hole in the top of it, and go to your local hardware store, because most of Home Depot's and Lowe's carries the little seed basket,
Mhm.
and you can buy the clay to put in it, and you can fill your bucket up with water. Take that little seed thing, put it in there, put the clay in there, drop the seed in, and put the other on top of it.
Mhm.
The only thing is you have with the hydroponics in the bucket, you have to have air in the water.
You also have to have a water pump too to pump the water from the bottom, so it gets up there into the basket, and then
No,
you use
it's,
like a
it's
fish-
inside
a
the,
fish
it sits
aerator?
inside the basket. You just got to make sure you keep the bucket full of water, where it can reach to it until the roots get down.
Does it have to be clay? Could you use those glass bead things too? Possibly.
You can use rocks. You could use any of those things as long as it stays inside. You know,
I
there
think
was
it'd be
no
kind of cool if you
specific,
could do like the colored glass stuff. It'd be interesting.
yeah, there was no specific like rules to.
That's
dirt
for next year.
or-
I got a plan for next year then.
I'm gonna do it. It's just I gotta wait until I get paid on the 3rd before I can buy any of the stuff that I need. So
That's cool.
I'm gonna do
Well,
it just
Scott,
to see if
talk to
it'll
you
do
later,
it.
brother. Okay. Oh man. No, now I'm
it's a
just
good thing.
thinking.
I just have,
My mom used to grow plants with those. We call them dragon tears in the renovator circuit, but these little glass bead thingamajiggies. My mom used to grow plants in those, but I didn't know she never grew like vegetables. I wasn't sure if if it would work for tomatoes or something like that. I think it'd be an interesting take on it. because you would have to use more of a liquid fertilizer instead of just.
Well, and see, part of the reason why I chose the 5 gallons is because for tomatoes, they have such a large root ball.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Night, Cecilia. Be well, be safe.
Can I show my vegetables off, Cliff?
What?
Can I show my vegetables off?
He's turning your show into a vegetable porn.
Right.
Well, no, I got some new updates on my plants that I planted.
I will allow it.
Okay, thank you.
Night, Cece.
Let me get it up here. Okay, there we go.
See, this is why I do my updates once a week and only once a week.
Well, this one here, I just something that I got right before I started. I'm watching you this morning, so today or whatever.
That also looks like a sunflower growing in there.
It's not. Let's see if you make it bigger if you want to, but let's see if I get.
How am I supposed to make it bigger?
Hold on, give me a second.
It's your side of the computer. I don't have access to it.
Give me a second here. Like I said.
Grouchy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's
like that's my tomato. It's got. Oh, dang it!
I did see the flower though.
There's 2. Dang it!
He zoomed in so far. He zoomed out.
There you go. There's 2 of them. There's like this one right here, and there's another one right next to it. And this is the clone, by the way. This is not the 5-gallon bucket one, but I'm actually kind of proud of that one. Ian's potato. Here it comes. Okay, come on. That's my potato. That's actually doing pretty good.
Potato.
Hey, I think that's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll see what
Got
mine
something else growing up beside it too.
Yeah, a couple of.
I'll grab those. Now this one has the weeds I have to pull out. These 2 big ones I got to pull out right here and right here. But
Yeah, that's grass weed. That's like
I get that, but right there, these are all my peppers.
Those are the peppers. See,
Yep.
My peppers. I have a couple of the plants that are coming up with my peppers look exactly like that. And I'm like, I want to pull them out, but I'm like, I'm gonna wait because I don't know. That could be the pepper.
That's what I was waiting
peppers
for.
have short, almost like teardrop style leaf.
This is my year-old tomato plant. I've got that one there, and one right there, and there's another one getting ready to start. It's still a bloom. It's just getting ready to pop a third one out. So that's over a year old. So I think I'm doing pretty good considering. But, yep, that's all I got.
Well, any plant can be a permanent plant if you bring it inside.
Well, I've got to get it on the gardening track somehow. So this is some of my, a minor update, not a full update, but a minor update. But those blooms were like really big on that one, the clone. And I was actually, the stem is like really beefy and everything else because I guess it's got more room to grow and everything else.
Yeah.
And when I had it in that little teeny little pot that it started out in, the root ball was completely encapsulating the entire thing.
Oh yeah, you had it in that pot for the longest time.
No, the little one when I cut it and put it in there, then I just I transplanted it as soon as I got the extra pot. Thank you, CR. I'm doing my best. I used to have a bigger garden when we were at our place, another of our places down on the other side of town, but the ground was never been used in like years. We found things in there that you would never. We saw matchbox cars, Matt, in the ground where we
groundhog.
No, apparently they had a sandbox there originally years ago. One of the previous tenants, or the owners, or whatever. So,
Those don't last long when they're not maintained, because they get wet and the water just for you rot that wood from the inside and the outside, and then the sand just kind of slides out. And every time it rains, it spreads out more, and then you just get grass growing over it.
Yeah, that's when we lived on like 27th Street, and where it really helped us because there was a stream, underground river, like right down below the property, which did not hurt it at all. Which went straight towards the creek across the street, underground. And the fact is that we had uh, green beans, we had pumpkins, we had grapes. We didn't plant the grapes. The grapes just came because of the birds.
I still have to plant peas, but I can't do it
Never
yet.
got peas. We never could get carrots or potatoes to sprout for some reason there.
Peas like cooler weather. They do. If you plant them in like January, February, they do fine. But the minute you get to your like zones, like classified last frost date, if it gets hot within that like 2 week window, they toast. The peas do not like it. They like cooler weather. They're like lettuce.
Well, I mean, the bucket thing is the first time. This is actually the third time we've done potatoes, and this is like the first time we've actually gotten more than one set up to go. So, because when we were at our old house, my potato died in transit because it got stepped on. It didn't produce anything because the person who was helping us move didn't realize it was an actual plant. It was
The
a
funny thing
vegetable.
with potatoes is if you leave them in there for the next season, they just kind of randomly plant themselves.
Well, this one didn't even produce anything. It didn't get a chance to.
Hmm.
But this one, Ian's his buds for flowering. So you said someone said to leave it alone, or you said to cut them off.
Well, you could leave them, but I personally, when mine actually do it, I usually just take them off because then it tells the plant not to produce the potato berry, and instead puts it more into the tubers.
Okay.
But
So
that's just me. I don't know if that's actually legitimately accurate. That's just what I do.
well, technically our last frost date was the 15th, and now that it's the end of the month, we're well into our growing season.
Yeah, mine was like a month and a half ago, and that was
Yeah,
actually.
you're a lot warmer climate than we are.
I also wasn't expecting to get a cold front like 3 weeks after our frost date that just kind of
Oh yeah, that
almost
happens.
wiped out all my plants.
I got a message from Johnny today, actually, on Instagram, and I sent him the pictures. So, Johnny Harper's got an amazing garden, Matt. If you have not ever seen it,
He's in Hawaii.
in Kauai, I think, right?
Yeah, main island.
Yeah. No, the big island is Hawaii. Kauai is a smaller one. But he's got an amazing garden. He's like dragon fruit and some other stuff that we can't grow here.
Oh, you can go dragon fruit down here. You just got to keep it really wet.
Well, but he's growing more than one in his backyard.
Yeah, technically it's climbing up his tree. Last time he had to get a ladder just to harvest them. They were
Maui?
like all the way up at the top of
I
his
didn't
tree.
think it was Maui. I got his address. It says Kauai. I literally got his mailing address, Grace.
And
Internet scavengers.
Now, I was just, can you imagine? I know some people in California and some people in Hawaii can grow coffee, which
Not recently, CR. Haven't seen much from Joe. I don't know if he's just busy with work or if he's got other things going on.
Garden State Gardener.
Yes.
I haven't seen him in a while either. Not even notifications. And
Yeah.
when I find out I haven't seen someone for a while, I unsubscribe and resubscribe just to see if I can get better updates and stuff. Still nothing. I've been doing that with a lot of people, trying to keep the subscription fresh and keep YouTube from
Disengaging you from service.
from that. Yeah, they do that for sometimes, and I don't know why.
One too many buttons.
They haven't hit us yet, Deb. So I know she's like, Western Iowa.
Well, we'll be here for another 20 minutes, Deb. That's about how long we're going to stay on this because I'm already getting closer to the 3.5 hour mark, and I would like to eat some more food because I really didn't eat much of my food before I left work because it got too cold for me.
So no lasagna? No, you said no pizzas. You're out of
I had
there.
no pizzas. I had no lasagna. Lasagna was the other day. I had nachos before work, but again, I had to do stuff, so I
There's not a
only.
lot of protein in that other than cheese, and that's not very much.
Oh, I had chicken nachos.
Oh, you didn't specify which type.
Yeah, nobody asked. I just said I had nachos. Yeah, let's see if I
That's
can
just looking annoyed right now.
find a state garden.
He's looking annoyed for some
No,
reason.
Matt's just tired.
I can see that.
No, I was looking at the weather.
How's it looking down there?
There's a 30% chance of rain tomorrow.
Boosh.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, 9 months ago was the last video he put out.
It means I have to go put up some of my tools and close my shop down before I go to bed.
Oh, that's always fun.
Well, the mailing address I have for him, Grace, is Kauai. But
Yeah, 9 months ago was the last time I heard from Joe.
now the property that you were looking at, Matt, what's the weather rain like up that way? Because it is a lot further away from where you're at now.
It's roughly about a 6-7 hour drive from here.
I know that changes weather completely.
A lot of the weather that hits that area comes up from here anyway.
No,
But on the flip side, I don't have to worry about hurricanes as much.
I kind of figured that. You got
On
more
the other side,
tornadoes
though, I
than
have to worry about tornadoes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I figured you'd have to worry about tornadoes more because you're like right below the tornado belt or right at the bottom of it when you're up that way.
They're in it. They're in it.
And I've been through multiple tornadoes. They're scary as hell.
Yeah, speaking of which, we haven't seen our bearded friend from the UK.
He's been taking care of his mom a lot, so
He's also been wandering around doing a lot of sightseeing and stuff with the
he's got more time to do that.
bearded fellows up in that area. It's not over here because I don't have no beard. My beard is weird.
I got a sort of beard. He's got a beard.
Matt's always had a beard. Till he had to shave it off. Well, shave most of it off.
You got a sort of a little one.
It's coming back.
It grows faster here than it does down here.
But you
it all
got
grows
one.
up here.
See, and this here grows longer and thicker than this does. For me.
Because it's not growing up there.
I've had full beards before. You've seen me with a full beard. It's just itchy as all get out, which is why I don't do it, especially in the summertime here.
I can't stand the mustache hairs curling in. Like you bite down on stuff and you bite onto the. It's like no. Drives me nuts.
You try to drink.
Trimmed.
Well, when I go to drink coffee, you have to filter your coffee through your mustache. That sucks.
Well, at least you ain't get any extra particles in there.
No, but it causes you to dribble down your chin and everything, which I don't like doing anyway. But what do you think of my plants? I think I did pretty good so far. What considering?
Yeah, they're doing good. What the peanut brittle gallery have to say? She giving you flack?
No.
She's Grace is giving me flack about Johnny's location, but I've got his mailing address he gave to me, which I've mailed stuff to him.
No, they drove to where the big fire was, which was like a 4 or 5 hour drive, I think, from where he was at.
He's on the island of Kauai, according to my address. Why would he give me a different address than where he lives?
P.O. Box, maybe.
On a different island?
I don't know. I'm not Johnny. You'd have to ask him.
No, he's been on Kauai for all I know. It's the only address I have. Now, his wife might work. I know she works at a major hotel line. I don't know if she travels to another island for that purpose or not. And Johnny goes anywhere he wants to go for work because his skill sets is amazing. When it comes to cooking, that is.
Skills.
He never did decide whether he's going to do a food truck or not.
Oh, he was working with his buddy on a food truck. I don't know if they actually finished doing it or not.
I don't know either. He's been posting a lot of stuff on Punk right now. So I've been watching that.
I'm all sitting here trying to figure out like why is my time not showing up? It's because I'm not looking in the wrong spot or right spot. My brain is.
It's 9:48 on the nose.
Yeah,
It's
no,
Central time.
I'm brain fried. I got to go buy some parts for my water hose. A freaking hose. I was sitting out there water soaking my sunflowers, doing some other stuff in the back, and I went up front to check on my sunflowers, and yeah, there was just a freaking cascade of water just pouring right into the sunflowers. I was like,
Well, they'll put
my hose gave out.
water, but that's about it. I did see something when I was looking for water hoses and stuff. A splitter that put like 6 different spouts from a single water.
Yeah, you lose water pressure when you do that. It's
I
great if
think it
you're
was
doing
for trickle
sections
charge.
for sprinklers.
I think it was for trickle water thing. Like you'd
Yeah,
like.
it's good for sprinklers if you had, but the thing is you have to run 6 different pressure regulators on there if you're doing the drip irrigation because those things only run off of like 15 or 20 psi. And then you have to have the on and off switches. So you have the on and off switch on each valve for the split way, for the 6-way or 5-way split.
So you put a timer on those, can't you?
Yeah, but that's 6 different timers, which is going to be a pain in the butt.
Well, if you're really serious about your irrigation, you're going to have to.
Yeah, not really. You just walk over and just flip a switch, wait 10 minutes, turn that one off, flip another one. In a 10-minute window, you can be doing other stuff.
Well, CR said he had
to
plant a few sunflowers.
Those are water. Those once they get going, they suck water like you would not believe.
So yours getting extra water is not necessarily a bad thing. So that's not. So it helps then.
Oh yeah, no, those things suck water like crazy. If you ever want to dry out a wet area, stick 1 or 2 sunflowers in it. They'll suck that thing dry.
Yeah, so your sunflowers did it. They broke it, where they can get more water.
No, just it was that section of hose I kept kinking it when I had the water system out last year for the sunflowers. It just finally the plastic just finally gave.
So, could you ever thought of those collapsible hoses that really go really small?
Trash.
They're trash. Okay.
It's expandable rubber. Eventually, it's going to give out because it's constantly expanding and contracting, contracting.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
They're no different than a balloon. The more you inflate and deflate a balloon, the weaker the plastic gets.
So, what brand of hoses would you suggest for someone who doesn't have a hose? We don't have one here.
Solid hoses. Don't get those expandable ones. Don't get those supposed kink-free ones that are wrapped in a little tiny box like this big. They're junk. They're great for like small things here and there, but not for constant, continual use.
So the 5-gallon bucket challenge stuff, like we're doing now, would be perfect.
Just get a watering can.
We lost our watering can. We have to get a new one.
They got them at the Dollar
We've
General.
been using an old Tupperware pitcher for watering our plants.
That works too.
It works.
And for my year-old one, I've been using the sprayer from my sink, as well as a little spritz bottle for the leaves and stuff.
No, you want another fun one is the ones you always get out in the summer. They usually come with like 4 glasses of the like Kool-Aid tank mixers.
Yeah.
Just fill that thing with water. Those usually have handles, and you just go out there and hold that plant with one hand, the bucket with one hand, and you hit the other hand with a little spout, and you just turn that on, just give it water, and turn it off, and walk to the next one. Ain't got to worry about no spilled water.
You know those the things you see at Walmart now? They have those little shower deals. You just put one end into a bucket of water and you can spray.
Oh yeah, the battery operated sprayers.
Well, that way you can you're not like dousing them too heavy, and you just like make it more evenly distributed.
Get you an old milk jug and your nail and the flame to get the nail hot and poke holes in the top part of it. And fill it up, and you can just walk over there and pour like you're pouring a jug of milk, and just.
That too.
I guess that does work.
I'm gonna get off of here because like Texans is home now, and we got a few things that we got to discuss, and
Gotcha.
got some other stuff we got to take care of. So
you got to kiss your wife. That's a big thing. So go for it.
Itchy. Anyway, catch you later, Matt. Have a good one, brother.
Bye, boy.
Night.
Bye.
And you've got like 8 more minutes before you're done. Done.
Done. Oh, I do. I give mine. I have a 1.5 gallon water container, and I give that to my sunflower twice.
Yeah, you see you got those new big cups you can get for like bushcraft. They have the little strainer lids and stuff like that. Those would work really cool, I think.
I just use, like I said, I have a water can. I have multiples because I keep buying them randomly. I see a good one, I'm like, "Ooh, I'm gonna just grab that one." Then I have them all over the yard.
Ian saw an actual old school water carrier.
The metal ones?
No, plastic ones. The older ones with the little removable flip spout and everything. Remember those? The 5-gallon ones. We used them for camping a lot back in the day.
You mean the got coolers?
Not a cooler. This one actually looks like it resembles a old school gas can, but it's not a gas can. It's a water container.
Okay.
Back in the day, we used to use those when we go camping. They're green. So you probably don't remember those.
Jerry cans?
It's not a jerry. It's plastic. It's not a jerry can, though. Well, let's see. Let me find a picture of it. I can show it to you.
Make it quick.
I will. I'll do my best.
There you go. Gather more with grab CR. You'll gather more with a tarp stretched out somewhere with one end lower. Just pour it right into a bucket. My sinuses are being weird all of a sudden. Don't know why.
Well, it's been worse. You've had worse times of doing that.
No, just all of a sudden, they're just like, my nose feels like it's about to like be all itchy and annoying. And again, just calling it in comparison. Look, there's my arm again, and look at this. Look how fucking wide my ass is.
Yeah, I get it. I haven't been out as long as you are, but I'm still darker.
Dude, when I came in on Thursday, the tops of both of my arms, I looked like a burnt lobster or a boiled lobster. By morning, I was already not brown. I was already brown. I was like, God damn it! I was like, so the 5-gallon water tote.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I have like 5 or 6, but I have the square ones. They're like 6 gallons each.
Yeah, but that's what I grew up with something. This is a newer version, mind you, but the one we had was green, and he found one today. And if I would have had the money for it, I would have grabbed it. It was that we didn't go to Goodwill or anything. We actually went to yard sales today. Found some really cool stuff. Even a really nice bow for $20 was one of those compound recurve deals.
Yeah, similar to water bricks.
Yeah, I have a water brick. Actually, I do.
Yeah, I have the big square ones that just stack on each other.
But this is what I have is also could be used as a you freeze it. You can use it as a freeze block, ice block in your cooler too. So.
Yeah, if you're spending $25 on a water jug, you're buying the wrong damn water jug.
Let me see.
That shit better be God, for most of those, you can get them for like $10, $12. I think I paid like $8 for mine. I've had that thing for like 3 years.
That was $25 at Bass Pro, that particular one.
Walmart, $15.
Walmart has the Igloo 6 water container for $18. Whoa.
You can get a 15-gallon water container for $49 from Uline, but then Walmart has, you can also get them at Dick's. They have the Aquatainer, the square ones.
Yeah.
$12.
They have the same thing, the Aquatainer at Dick's Sporting Goods here.
Walmart has the 2-pack Igloo camping ones for $33.
Dang it. This typing one-handed sucks. AutoZone's even got 5-gallon water containers for $20.
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, I just happened to look it up and I go, really? AutoZone?
You know what? That's probably
most
where
of them
I
are
could've
under
got
25.
Shit.
No, you could go look. You can look at AutoZone. You can look at Walmart, Costco, wherever you have near you. They should have those 5-gallon water containers. Okay. Look forward to seeing that one. I watched yours twice, by the way, CR. So you got some views on it. I haven't commented yet. I will be. I watched it the third time and comment because I've been on here.
We are getting close, ladies and gentlemen. So start
2-minute
saying
warning.
goodbye, start winding down. I am tired. I am sticky because like I said, I came home from work and I was outside doing yard work.
You need a shower. You need
up
food,
until like 15 minutes before I had to be on here.
Yeah, I've done that. I got to make sure I have my coffee when I'm on here. Otherwise, I won't make it. I did not get a chance to really look into it fully there.
He put something char. I don't remember him saying it was char cloth. He said he had charged something in there. It was a little white square bucket that he had that looked like a change container you stick on your dresser.
To be fair, I didn't see it until after we got started on this, so I'm going to go back and rewatch it and comment. For the third time. I let it run through a couple of times. Extra views is extra views. But I'll give you a major update on my plants tomorrow, a full video on those. I'll get those weeds pulled.
That's your update was today is Saturday, yeah, because tomorrow's Sunday.
Mm-hmm. I do my full update tomorrow because I've been doing every week on Sundays when I planted them because the potato and the peppers were a week apart.
Do I have 4 buckets out there now planted?
Technically, we have 5 plants, but 3 of them are not in the challenge.
Yeah. I did peppers, potatoes, tomatoes, and something else. Oh, yeah, bell peppers.
Well, we got the peppers and we got the potatoes, but that's it. But I think my potatoes are looking really, really cool considering I think they're russets, but I can't remember exact what they are.
You'll know when you pull them out of the ground. It'll either be yellow, brown, or purple.
Well, I think they were brown when I bought them at the store, but it doesn't mean anything. But yours, I love the fact that yours, the ones you got, were like had those same kind of tops mine did.
The funny part with that one is I honestly think the potatoes that I planted were the ones that I harvested from one of my containers at the beginning of the season.
So they are your.
So I think those were my actual potatoes because they were all tiny ones.
So if you get a yield out of those, that'd be amazing.
We'll see what I get. I got 3 of them planted. Plus, I got all the rest of them planted up there.
If you take if those actually produce any yield, and you take a couple of them back for seed potatoes, would that be generally? Would be the heirloom?
It's a potato.
Does it matter?
I don't know if those ones actually qualify because it's just a potato. It's a tuber.
It's a seed, technically.
But it's more. They're considered more tubers than a seed.
Well, that's what they plant from them. They grow from them.
Yeah.
Like a seed.
I don't really know on that one how potatoes started off.
So we have to. That's something we have to look at.
Potatoes have got to be like a cross between something.
Bill said he started his tomato seeds outside around May 1st.
Yep.
So
I started planting like April 7th. I was already working on the garden because it was already like 65 degrees, 70 degrees out there.
I think I did my clone in April. I think I can't remember exactly, but the fact that I planted it and it took root and it's now producing flowers on its own outside in less than a couple months, I think that's amazing.
Yeah, they did. I'm telling you, tomatoes are they're persistent.
I am sorry for pulling you past your 2 minutes.
Yeah, my time limit. So still technically, according to this, I have 3.5. But yeah, anyways. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all showing up tonight. Colin, CR, Grace, Molly.
We ended the conversation with plants, so figured you might like that.
Scott, Billy, everyone else. Blake, Grace.
Molly was here for a little bit.
Celia, Amanda, Molly. Yeah, I said Molly. Appreciate you all stopping in tonight. Be well, be safe. Don't forget, updates on your 5-gallon buckets on the days you planted them, so at least a week after that. Don't forget your hashtags as well. Once again, reminder on the hashtags, hashtag 5-gallon bucket challenge, hashtag 5-gallon bucket, hashtag challenge. If you're old school like me, it's technically not hashtag, it's damn pound sign.
Yeah,
So
pounds,
pound,
bucket
5-gallon
challenge.
bucket.
You put not just bucket challenge, just put bucket
And
challenge.
Grace, just be well, folks. You all be safe, and I will catch you on the next one. It's going to be
Be well, folks.
Colin, that guy over there, signing off. Ta-ta for now.